Summertime by the Bay, AT&T Park in San Francisco. We wrap up this quick two-game interleague series between the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants. It's interleague baseball next on MLB Network. Matt Cain is on the mound for the Giants in this one. What's your take on him, H?
Well, he has really pitched well at home, and I don't know if it's the energy from the fans or he feels comfortable on this mound. However way you want to slice it, he's thrown well at home, and I think we'll get another good performance at home in this game.
Digging in now, Eduardo Nunez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. And Harold, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
Well, Matt, I mean, the road trip got off to a great start. I mean, they got great pitching and defense yesterday, and you win a game, you hold them down to low score. You feel good, and really, you win championships by pitching and defense. And if you can hold teams to low scores, you're going to win a lot of games. So that's what they're preaching today as they head into this ball game.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to
Oh, just a sec. What a play. It's there, and he's out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Outstanding play over there at first. That ball was headed for the hole, but he pulled it in on a dive. Then great presence of mind to take it himself for the out.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He enters play here at 288, 5 homers and 31 RBIs. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Well, that ball's high as a strike in the zone can go, but umpires don't like to reward pitchers on that one. They want to make you get the ball down, so he called it a ball. Throw it down, you'll get the strike.
Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Davis going back, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You know, I think there's some concern about the way Brendan Belt is playing. Boy, he's struggling a bit right now. And you know what? His team really needs him to turn it around. I hope he's able to get out of it in this one. He's putting in a lot of extra time, so we'll see if it pays off.
Brandon Belt is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Right side defense aligned perfectly. Lowry's got it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order. Still no score. Into the box now, Brandon Crawford, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, Matt, I'm looking at that 0-1 pitch right there, and I'm thinking he got lucky. I mean, that ball down and in, that's right in his wheelhouse. Some guys, that's a good spot. For him, that is not a good place to flirt around with. I wouldn't do it again.
Hey, nobody gone now.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. 1-2. Here it comes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Oakland A's. And down there catching Stephen Vogt. You know, he's a solid catcher behind the plate. But he also has the ability, because he's a pretty good athlete, to play first and the outfield and not hurt you in those positions.
That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Into the box, Nick Hundley. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. And stepping into the box, Luis Hampton.
He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award.
In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes to third, and the throw is behind him at third as this gets away. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third.
Right here.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Here's Joe Panik. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year.
Second baseman.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Try to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away. And with 1 away, we check out where these guys sit in the current division standings, and it's not all that pretty as they face a sizable deficit at this point in the season. Here's Chris Young, and you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss by Young, as he's prone to do, and he falls behind here 0-2.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Chris Young becomes out number 2 this inning. Matt Cain is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. And that swung on and fouled straight back. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lays off 2-2 now.
Man, I like this at bat from the pitcher here. You know, he could have mailed it in. He had 2 outs. He walks to the plate, but no, he's making him work. Gotta love that.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Giants.
You always hear about position players grinding out at bats. That's the pitcher grinding one out. That's a special at bat when he can do that to the opposing pitcher and wear him down.
Eduardo Nunez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And now this is bobbled out in center.
No runner, hold.
Breaking his heart, Matt. Breaking his heart. You got 2 quick outs. He's thinking he's going to cruise through this thing, and now look at him. Boom, boom, base hits coming back at you. That's why you have to complete the inning.
Stepping in now, Hunter Pence, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here 0-2.
Well, he's got himself.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Giants
leading off the Giants' fourth,
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Crawford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Outside, 3-0 now. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Swung on and missed. 3-2. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Striding in once again, Denard Span. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Around first is Span on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And we take a look there at the San Francisco team leaders in that category, and he's currently second best on this Giants roster. Nick Hundley is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he struck him out. His 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Joe Panik. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Stepping in, Chris Young comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So now the pitcher Matt Cain gets to hit with 2 away and the base is empty. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
Ready with another 0-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Luis Hampton. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had 1 in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that 1 hit.
Here's Rajay Davis now. Lifetime numbers against Matt Cain. 2 for 11. He's running towards second. Grounded back up the middle. The tag gets 1 on to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. Digging in once again, Eduardo Nunez. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up.
Hey, strike this guy out, Meek. Get him yourself.
Ready on 1 and 2. Again, he sends it out of play.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Another one sent foul. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Davis is under it. He's got it 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Hunter Pence. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And he gets ahead 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Well, he's really got good stuff tonight. They're not picking him up at all. That ball, again, out of the zone. He's getting a lot of Ks on that pitch tonight. Well, no surprise on that one. That's the classic slider down the way, trying to get him to chase on that 0-2 pitch.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Hunter Pence becomes out number 2 this inning. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Giants are down. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. In there, and it's 0-1. 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one. Now the pitch. Try to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Denard Span is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Nick Hundley is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Hey, here we go. Plays at 1 now.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch outs now as that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Ready once again. Luis Hampton. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Wait for a good one, huh?
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. Pence on the run. And no shot for Pence. This is going to land foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Belt is there for it. And that retires the side. So now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1.
Got no one out now.
Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard. Buster Posey will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 28, Buster Posey.
Ball one. He's got the average of 285 here to start play. 15 long balls and 61 RBIs. In there, 1-1.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one, he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Davis will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Kelby Tomlinson will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first and one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And this is fouled back and out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Now in the box, Eduardo Nunez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Lifted in the air to center field. Davis is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Back now in Northern California's Bay Area, we're set to continue the 9th inning in this one. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Ryan Madsen comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 44, Ryan Madsen.
Yeah, it might only be a 2-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here, and they earned it.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Oakland A's claim the victory despite being held to only 3 hits. Luis Hampton earns his 5th winner of the year with 15 strikeouts. Matt Cain is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, the lefty Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 2 runs on 3 hits.
A stellar performance earns a salute from this hurler's pitching coach. Both hope the command displayed tonight will carry over into future outings. Facing the divisional frontrunner, this underperforming team receives an appeal to change their fortunes. A pitching coach looks to get some extra work in for one of his hurlers.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series. Southampton will have the challenge of stopping these guys. This is a guy that's got a workhorse mentality out there, not afraid to throw a lot of pitches, but if he gets careless with his location, he can be hittable.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Harold, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, they've been playing good ball. You know, yesterday's game, a low-scoring game, but still came off with the victory. So they're looking for the sweep in this little two-game set now.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man has gone on strikes to start the afternoon. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners' starting lineup. Harold, what's the key to avoiding the sweep?
The center fielder, number 1.
Gerard Dyson comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time. Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Well, that's a nice swing on a 2-0 fastball. That ball's right down the middle. You're lucky he kept it in the ballpark. Hit it hard, squared it up. When you find yourself down 2-0, doesn't mean you got to give in.
Robinson Cano comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Runner at second here with one man out. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis is under it, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's currently 4th in the AL in RBIs, and he's got a chance to add to that total right here. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Now at the plate, Kyle Seager, currently with the third best home run total on the ball club. In there, no balls and a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Oakland A's. They are in the top 5 in the most errors committed by a team. So it's not just one player that's kicking the ball, but it's been routinely as a team. When you're giving up that many errors and make that many mistakes, you're not going to win many ball games.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Dan Vogelbach. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
First baseman, Dan.
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Davis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Leonis Martin. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1. Right over the middle, knee high. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Vogt has a play. Oh, it's off his glove, and it drops. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield.
Well, you see that sometimes in day games. It's easy to say that from here that he should have made the play, but the ball gets lost in that big sky that should have been made. You kind of feel bad for him at the same time.
And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Hey, grounder right there.
Another throw over. Being especially careful here. Carlos Ruiz is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Here's a look over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Comes set with the 0-1, and that slider's almost in the dirt. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Seared down the first baseline, and that's through for a hit.
Here we go, relay.
And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, it couldn't have worked out any better. The 9-hitter gets a single and moves the lead runner to third. Now you're first and third, and here comes the top of the order.
Gene Segura standing in as he loops under the ball and pops it up.
I got it.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gerard Dyson. He singled his last time up. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Third inning, no score to this point. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Into the box, Robinson Cano. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Digging in to try it again. Nelson Cruz comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman.
Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Kloof is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. So striding in, Danny Valencia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Designated hitter.
Lays off 1-0.
Valencia.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Squared that one up just a little late. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mariners are down. Striding in once again, Dan Vogelbach. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they've got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And, Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Leonis Martin goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Carlos Ruiz is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
Two down now, two down.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. This is line to left. Davis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They trail things here. Ready for another chance? Gene Segura. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
So he sets him down swinging. Gene Segura goes quietly leading off the 6th inning. Gerard Dyson stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Fouled back.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And another foul ball.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. The second baseman, Robinson Cano, is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Lifted in the air out to left. Davis is right there, and he will put it away to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Right fielder Nelson
Outside
Cruz.
target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, you got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
Nobody here, nobody.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Another 0-2 home. And he misses there. 1-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about
15, third baseman
Kyle Seager is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Well, he got ahead of him right there, and I'd even say he got away with one. Down and into this guy, that's his nitro zone right there. You don't want to float around there very often.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen.
Hitter Danny Valencia.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3 and 2.
Hey, that pitch was way down on 2 and 2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more off to extend.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mariners are down in. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dan Vogelbach. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1 and 2 hole. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest.
Now batting.
Digging in once
fielder,
again, Leonis Martin. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Well, Matt, he's been struggling, and they're coming right after him. He finds himself once again in an 0-2 count.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Here's the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Gene Segura standing in. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the 9th. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one, he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
1-2 pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Here's Gerard
Center
Dyson.
fielder, number 1.
Now a bunt attempt here. Kloof is up with it. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt. Now that's a Gold Glove caliber play there.
Barehanded grabs might be one of the best looking plays in baseball. It not only takes tremendous body control and focus, but the fielder also needs to have a quick and accurate release to make an out. A highlight reel play there for sure.
There's Robbie Cano now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now. Here it comes. Outside with that delivery, and it's 3-0 now.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And this is taken by Cano for ball 4, and he's aboard. Ready once again. Nelson Cruz. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And that's going to be your final out here, and the A's have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
A 2-0 finish today. The Oakland A's with their 50th team win in this one. Luis Hampton earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds, Dan Plezak, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.
Great job today.